Hello. Look what I have. Okay, I have these beautiful, beautiful fingerling potatoes from the farmer's market. They are absolutely stunning. Welcome to my Brooklyn kitchen, by the way. Here we are. It is early in the morning. I'm shooting this early in the day, and it's already 27 degrees out. So that's Celsius. It's hot today. It's not really the normal time to be making poutine, but that's what we're doing today. We're gonna be frying these beautiful potatoes, but to make a really good fry, you have to do multiple steps, and so we're gonna get that started right away. So I'm gonna be making enough just for serving for 1 or 2, but feel free to scale this recipe up if you have more people. And actually making poutine entirely from scratch, this is like, I'll teach you how to make fries first of all, and then we'll put it all together at the end of the video, and you're gonna get to see me eat a delicious poutine. This is episode 3 of the poutine series. So if you want to know how to make amazing broth and gravy from beef bones, definitely check out the beef episode, the beef bones episode. And I also made cheese curds from scratch, so check out that episode. That's episode 1 of the series. So this is episode 3. Here we go. So I'm gonna pick out, oh, this is an interesting one. This is fun. Some potatoes that I can easily cut into fry shapes, and I chose fingerlings because of the flavor. They're super delicious and the texture is going to be amazing, but you can use well, I wouldn't use a waxy potato. Like, I wouldn't use a red skin potato. I would use Yukon Gold, russet, fingerling are great. And so I'm going to pick out a few of these, and then I'm going to give them a little rinse, and then I'm going to slice them into fry shapes. This what I grabbed is probably enough for what I'm doing today, and if you're just one person, this will probably be enough for you. If not, like maybe a little too much, but poutine is a decadent food, so you know, why not go overboard? Okay, I'm gonna do one more. And these little ones you can use for other applications. Oh, here's another good one. Okay, fine. Yeah, boil them up, serve them next to a roasted chicken, something like that. Lots of things you can do with potatoes. We all know it, you love them. Okay, so I'm gonna give them a little rinse, and then I am going to slice them into fry shape. Okay, these little babies are all clean, and they're about to go into boiling water, which would, if they're really dirty, would rinse off more of the dirt anyway. So, you know, don't take it too seriously. I'm also a believer that a little bit of dirt is good for you when you get things from the farmer's market and you're buying organic, but that's just my weirdness. Okay. I'm gonna leave the skin on because the skin here is very, very thin, but if you're using russets, you might want to peel them. Here is how I'm gonna cut these. Okay, it's a fry. Now, if you're making these ahead of time, a lot ahead of time, you can store these in cold water, but I'm not making them a lot ahead of time. I'm gonna throw them right into boiling water. So I'm not gonna worry about, you know, them browning or oxidizing. If you're slow with your knife, that's also, you know, a time when you could throw them into some cold water just so they don't turn brown. Okay, so don't think too much about this. You just want them to be the same approximate size, and the reason we're about to boil them is a really good fry has that like fluffy kind of, when you boil a potato, it starts like this, but then the starch kind of releases and it goes like this and gets fluffy, right? So then all those little fluff bits that come out off of the potato, you know what I'm talking about, that's what gets really crispy. So everyone's had a fry that's like way too smooth all the way around, and it doesn't, I don't know, not my favorite. So if you get one that's kind of like on the fatter side, you can always just slice it into smaller pieces. And this little guy, voila. See, this is way too many. I just got really excited. So this, like, look, okay. This is like a huge portion of potatoes for 2 people, but just imagine you are really, really, really hungry, or you did a lot of exercise or something. We're gonna take this to the water. Boil these until they're done, and I'm not being facetious. I'm just saying that you're gonna cut your potatoes differently than mine. Your potatoes are different than mine. Okay, so it's been about 15, maybe 20 minutes. Time to take these out, and here they are. Get them to air dry a little bit. They are so beautiful. See how the smaller pieces are falling apart a little bit? That's how you know. See, like this little shaggy thing? Shaggy, that's exactly what you want. Those little shaggy pieces are what are gonna fry up and be super crispy. See this one? That's great. So having these air dry is also gonna help. That steam is gonna come out of the potatoes, and you're gonna get that, again, shaggy exterior. Okay. Wow, those are beautiful. So now you want to, like, if you're, wanting to do this right, lay them out so that the cut side is facing up, and that will allow for the most steam to escape. And, be careful, but these are hot. The more you touch hot things, the more you realize it's not that bad. Never mind, don't do anything dangerous. So these potatoes are fully cooked at this point. And we're gonna fry them, and we are gonna fry them twice to get them extra crispy and crunchy. You could just fry them once, but you're going through all this trouble to make homemade poutine over the course of likely several days. So, why not do it properly? Okay, great. Here we have our dried out fries. They're not perfectly dry. They could be a little more dry. It would have been good to have like a rack underneath them, and they get dry on all sides. You could like blow a fan onto them. That would get them really dry. But for now, this is good. And we're gonna fry them first at a low temperature, and then let them sit and turn the temperature up, and then fry them again, and that's gonna get a super crispy crust on the outside. And this is the final episode, like I said, of our poutine series, so I'm super excited to put all this together and show you guys probably the best poutine you will ever eat. So we're gonna head to the stove and fry these up. Okay, so normally I recommend using a thermometer, but I don't actually usually use a thermometer. I just test by looking, and if it starts to bubble, then you're good. So I'm just gonna add these in there carefully. Don't overload your pan. And this is probably a bit hotter than you know, it should be, but we're just going to do a quick little dip in here, and then we're going to take them out and fry them a second time to get them super, super crispy. Toss them around a little bit. This is just, I'm clearing my throat. This is just a 30-second to 1 minute little bath in here, so I'm about to pull them out. Okay, see what they look like? This is a perfect example of what you're looking for. Where is that guy? This one, that guy right there. You can use whatever tools you want if you don't want to use your bare hands, because these potatoes are a bit hot. And this second fry actually would be good to do in 2 batches, so you give them a lot of room. So that's probably, I'll add a few more in. That will be my first batch. Okay, these are looking fantastic. They're nice and golden brown, and they are ready to be evacuated onto a different tray. So I'm gonna go grab that and I'm gonna get these out of here. Woohoo! Look at these super stunning fries. I'm gonna add, oh, this is not the right one. I'm gonna add a little salt. Especially while they're still hot. Can you hear that? That's a crispy fry. Let me taste this one. This is so nice. I mean, look at that. Mmm. And the potatoes like super creamy on the inside. So good. Okay. So, this is the moment after 3 weeks that we've all been waiting for. Time to make your poutine. So, we have our hot and crispy fries. We're going to pile in the middle. Our cheese curds that we made. So yummy. Pile those on top. Don't be shy. Maybe a few more fries on top of that. And our amazing, super meaty gravy. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. That scoop was mostly meat. I'm gonna get some sauce in there. Wow. I would want the gravy to be slightly thicker, but I've been filming this video for several days, or like the series for a while, and I'm really wanting to try this and I really want to get into it. It's like 1,000 degrees, and I can't wait to take a bite. I forgot a fork after all of that. Okay, here we go. Some cheese in there. Mmm! Okay. Wow. 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 This is so good. Mmm. Mmm. The grass-fed meat, the twice fried potatoes, the truly, truly squeaky cheese curds, and the gravy, even though it's a bit thin. Mmm. It's super, super flavorful. Yum. Wow. So that's how you do it. That's how you put together a poutine completely from scratch, and it's really amazing. So I hope you try it. Mmm. And I can't tell what my favorite part is. Mmm. So good. There you have it. I'm gonna just keep eating this. I think having the meat in the gravy is also a really nice touch. It adds a extra hardiness to the dish. Well, knocked it out of the park again.